Boilermakers will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Oregon's offense will have the first possession of the game. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game?
There he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man.
Oh, he's got some space. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. He showed his ability to shed tackles, but good night. The defense just kept flying to it.
And that's what you're supposed to do. Defensively, you fly to the football. As soon as you see that thing thrown, I got to break on the football and not assume somebody else is going to make the tackle, and they did a good job.
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Purdue's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass, it's Ellis. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle, it's Weaver. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the...
Turning it on! Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Boilermakers headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll leave it with him. Finding open areas. Lots of room to run. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Got the first down and more. Really good serves for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set. First down. Perez wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Slater. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. He's looking to throw. Nice grab in traffic. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Under fire. Got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Boilermakers will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give from the gun. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you tell maybe a little bit nervous, maybe just not starting the way they wanted to, didn't script the plays, but now.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense gets a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid.
They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Fires deep toward the end zone. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's got him still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Playing defensive back, to me, is one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. You've got to be able to run with a world-class athlete who knows where he's going. You have no idea. You can't interfere with him. You can't touch him or it's pass interference. That DB right there did an incredible job.
Finds the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. And the Boilermakers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Using his feet to buy time. Rolling right and going deep. Makes a grab deep. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Wisconsin. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Ellis. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. There he goes. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Wants to keep it in the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Boilermakers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Purdue! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Callaway. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Working that left side. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Ellis. Pressure coming. And they'll wrap him up.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man. It's Connor. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. They've been overwhelmed so far. Half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now, let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line.
Here we go.
Off play action. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Perez. Punts it out of the air. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Catches it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Boilermakers in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Connor. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The short hands, it's Weaver. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Dropping back, it's Ellis. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. It is incomplete. He almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for 3.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Perez to throw. He's going to run it. It's complete to the left. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 and the 23-yard line. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Taking it the other way. The 40. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Oregon. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 15 over Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Takes a hit as he fires. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The run to the right. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the ground with the back. Across the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep it.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Perez wants to throw. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. The official says no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quickly complete. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Weaver.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it in. Breaks into the open. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls in the...
Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's looking deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Got room at the 35. Smashes through the tackle. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. The Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here's the heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The inside handoff. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Now on 1st down from the 43. Floats it out in space. There he goes. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got him in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it.
Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Takes the easy completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
He'll try to take it back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Boilermakers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Boilermakers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. It's complete to the right. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
How about the tight end using his size to his advantage? He's a massive target. Does a nice job securing the catch, and then you see his ability once he has the football in his hands.
Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the returner is stopped. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Gets it past the marker. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 20. He's at... And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass. And
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Boilermakers line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
They'll put in play from the 41 on 1st down. They're still firing away even with this lead. It's complete. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself.